It's week 6 of the NFL, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Bucks, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. With the Lions ready to take over on offense for the first time here, and they've got a rookie at the helm, the third-round pick from Tennessee, Charles, Hendon Hooker.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Hooker, that throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Getting to him for the loss there, that's Kalijah Cansey.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hooker's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
We always knew that 2022 was going to be something of a write-off year for Williams, who was recovering from a torn ACL. But he did play some snaps late and teased Lions fans with his lone catch, a 41-yard touchdown. They believe, and so does he, that the short begins this season.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and yard.
Now Hooker. He'll find Williams on the slant. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. First down throw here. It's Hooker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Hooker. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Mayfield on first down. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there. It's second down. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A gain of 3, second down.
So pick up the 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Hooker now off play action. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Hooker to throw it. He's got right on the short throw. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Hooker's going to throw it. And he's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing. Hooker. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hooker. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Patterson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. First down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ball start. Awesome.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Take it at the 37. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Hooker, he's got right on the short throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deidre Sanat with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Hooker. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. Hooker. It's Williams on the catch. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Patterson's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down. Jake Camarda in punt formation for the Buccaneers.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On 1st and 10, Hooker.
Able to push his way through.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 11-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Now Hooker.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sense that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? As another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now Hooker. Able to find Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing here is Hooker. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This is 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Now Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Mayfield to throw. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And partner, the tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down, here's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
this one part of was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Buccaneers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.